and today we're just going to be talking about our itinerary, on how we plan, how we decide things.
What we're going to do for the 2 weeks that we're out there.
Yeah, and give you an insight of what we're going to be doing, and if you're around on the days that we are and stuff like that, then
keep an eye out for us.
Yeah, and say hi. So,
but before we start that, just want to say a huge thank you to everyone. We've had a great week on Twitter. We hit over 1,000 followers on Twitter now.
Yeah.
I think at the minute on subscribers on YouTube we're at 111. So a really big thank you to everybody. We've had some really exciting tweets the last couple of weeks as well, haven't we?
Yes.
We've been tweeted by the Tim Tracker, Stephen Miller. If you don't know who Stephen Miller is, he hosts the Disney Parks blog Unboxed series. That was quite cool. And we got tweeted and followed by Orlando International Airport.
Indeed. Oh, and Rhino.
And Rhino from the Diz. Very exciting week.
Yes. And I'm glad that Mini Wishes got their Roz Sum Sum in the end.
Yeah.
We was very excited when we found out that you found her.
We've been looking everywhere. There's one shop we went in, they had two sort of buckets, and they're huge things, massive, sort of from the floor up to your waist, of different Sum Sums and just various things that have been reduced in sale. And there was Liam digging everything out. We just covered the floor of Clinton's in all this stuff, and there wasn't one in there.
No, the one turned around and said, can I help you at all? I was like, I'm just looking for one particular Sum Sum. And it wasn't in there. So, excuse me about my voice.
And again, a big thank you to you all. A lot of you are sort of more friends and followers now, and sort of we have a great time on Twitter and struggle to sort of tear ourselves away from it. So, thanks again.
Indeed. And just before we start the itinerary, I just want to show you my Disney Snum Snum slippers.
Snum Snum.
Snum Snum. Sum Sum slippers, which I got from the Disney store, and they were £17. So they were a bargain.
Won't get too close. They already stink.
They don't stink. Shut up.
Anyway, so we're just going to talk a bit through sort of how we plan and what our itinerary looks like for the 2 weeks that we're there. It is still likely to change. One of the main things you need to be able to do while you're on holidays is remain flexible. So there's different things. I mean, if the weather can change things. If you're planning to go to a water park but it's going to be raining and thundering that day, the park's probably going to close, so don't go there. Yeah. So you've got to be able to swap things over and be able to be.
If you see us look down, what's good? If you see us look down, my laptop's here. The screen is being recorded.
So hopefully we'll have a little box here, maybe, or here, or here. Somewhere in here, there'll be a box showing you what we're looking at on the screen. So we'll talk you through it.
Indeed.
Okay. So first of all, on Sunday the 4th, we're travelling. So there's not going to be too much doing there. We're going to spend the evening probably at the hotel. We're probably not going to arrive at the hotel until about 7 o'clock. If we're not too tired, we will nip back out to Walmart, but we'll just see how we do. Normally on our first day, because we normally arrive about 7 o'clock, we normally get to the room, unpack, go down, have a pizza, and then go for a swim.
Yeah, we're travelling to Manchester Airport Sunday morning. Then we're
dropping the car off at 9. Can't remember what time we fly, but we don't land until about 5. So normally we're at the hotel for about 7.
Yeah, we will be vlogging our travel on the way up and vlogging every day. So you will have snippets of our holiday
when we get back. So
Oh.
we'll be going dark for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I might Periscope, I might not, but we'll see what time we've got.
If we don't go to Walmart that night, I'm not sure when we'll do it. We do need to allow some time for Walmart. The first time I went to Walmart, there were 9 of us, but as we were going in, Liam says, "Do you think we need a trolley?" I said no, but we got one anyway. 2 hours later, we came out with 2 full trolleys.
Yes.
Walmart is dangerous. Be careful.
Between 9 of us.
Yeah, there was 9 of us. So we didn't come out with 2 trolleys.
No. And got to make sure they've got Jaffa cakes.
Moving on to Monday. So Monday we're at the Magic Kingdom in the morning. As you can see, we've got the park hours there. We try and keep the park hours on there so that if we do have to swap a day, we're not having to wonder what time everywhere's open till. So we've got So we're at the Magic Kingdom in the morning, in the afternoon, and then we're moving on to Animal Kingdom in the evening, just because Animal Kingdom is open till 11 o'clock that night. And at the moment, that's the only night while we're there that it's open that late.
For them 2 weeks. Also, Disney have just announced an extra 2 hours on the Magic Kingdom park to 11 o'clock that night. So I think it's just to probably even out the crowds probably from Animal Kingdom.
There's also rumours that Monday the 5th of September is going to be the last day for Alive with Magic, the Jungle Book show that was the temporary show before Rivers of Light. So from what I've heard, it's not all that great, but we'll have a quick look. So following on, while we're on Monday, we've got the Crystal Palace booked for 9:05 AM. So we're going for breakfast with Pooh and Friends.
Woo!
The main reason we've booked that is because it gets us into the park half an hour before our reservation time, and the park doesn't open till 9. So hoping for some good clear shots of Main Street with no people in. And then the fast passes we've got booked for that day, we've got Seven Dwarfs Mine Train from 1:20, Splash Mountain from 3:05, and Jungle Cruise from 4:20. Maybe that we don't use them all, but they're there. We tend to plan it so hopefully we're in that area of the park at that time. We tend to just wander the park, but if we get to the point early and there's no queue, we'll ride it. If not, we'll carry on and we'll maybe come back.
Or ride it, then use the fast pass again.
Yeah.
And ride it twice.
Just depends on where we are.
Yeah, and then after that, we're going to be jumping on the bus to Animal Kingdom for the night, so a busy first day.
On to Tuesday, we are heading over to Epcot, so we'll spend most of the day at Epcot. We've got Soarin' booked for 5 to 10, and the character spot at 10 past 11, and then Nemo, just because we needed to use something up, at 20 past 12. And we queued last year for Nemo, and we don't like queuing for Nemo. So the character spot, hopefully we'll have just queued before that to see Baymax enjoying Sadness, and then we'll go on to see Mickey, Minnie and Goofy.
I can't wait to see Sadness. I watched a video not long ago, didn't we? She looked so sad.
And then we'll be looking to spend the evening in Disney Springs. So we spend a lot of time in Disney Springs. On all of our free days we tend to end up there at some point. Any free evenings we tend to end up there, just wandering the stores and eating ice creams or sandwiches.
Ghirardelli.
I love sandwich.
I love sandwich.
Wednesday we're planning on going to SeaWorld. We haven't yet bought our tickets for SeaWorld just because we don't know what we're doing. What was it, £92 a pound for this year?
It's £92 on attraction tickets.
Attraction tickets direct.
Yeah, you do get free parking with that, but on the gate it's only what, $16
or so. I don't know.
$60 dollars on the gate, so we'll just turn up on the day that we fancy, and
it's only $79 on the gate, and we're only going to go there for one day, so just save ourselves a tenner or something there. And then in the evening we'll be stopping by Golden Corral, or Golden Carrot as some of our family call it.
Yeah.
If you haven't been there, it's awesome. We love a good buffet.
Good buffet includes steaks, lasagna, burgers, sausages, hush puppies, pizza, veg, cauliflower, desserts, salad, pizzas, anything, everything. And
with unlimited, obviously, refill sodas,
and
it comes to about $13 a person.
Yeah.
An absolute bargain.
Which is very good. And then on Thursday, we're going to the water parks in the morning. I'm not a big fan of the water parks, only because I can't stay still or lie down and just chill. I like to go around adventures, and then I moan that I get too wrinkly.
As if he's not already wrinkly enough.
I ain't old. And then...
So we don't know whether we'll hit Typhoon Lagoon or Blizzard Beach. It'll probably just be a case of going down to the bus stop and seeing which has the smallest queue.
Yeah.
And that's where we'll go. And then we're planning to head over to Magic Kingdom around 4-5 o'clock-ish and grab something to eat so we're there ready for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party.
Yeah. And... oh, you've already said it. I was going to go drum roll!
Oh.
And then Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party.
Woo! I've already said it.
You've ruined it. absolutely ruined it. Which is our first Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party.
Yeah, really looking forward to that.
We have got our costumes.
Well, they're not really costumes. We're Disney bounding.
Disney bounding.
So we've just got to get some ears when we get there and we'll be set.
So yeah, if you see us around there on that night and you're there, feel free.
Give us a wave.
Yeah, we're going to be cheeky. If anyone of you annual pass holders, get us a t-shirt. Obviously we'll give you the cash, but please get us one of them t-shirts because it's the only one I like out of the bunch.
I quite like the black and purple one, but Liam particularly likes the grey and orange one, which is an annual pass holder only t-shirt.
Yeah, and because we don't live out there, and we only go, well, we try and go once a year, the annual pass
it's not worth it.
Not worth it for us, so we miss out on the bits and bobs. So Friday we're going to the water park again, Blizzard Beach or Typhoon Lagoon, and then we're heading down to my favourite park, which is Disney Hollywood Studios.
So this park is open from 9 till 9 this day, but until 11 o'clock with extra magic hours. We tend to use extra magic hours. We tend to go on the nights of extra magic hours so we can do the fireworks. Any fireworks. So this night we're probably going to do Star Wars because we've got Fantasmic booked in later in the holiday. Just because at the minute there's only 15 minutes between show times, so it's unlikely that we're going to be able to see both on the same night.
Yeah.
As you can see, sort of 8:30 we've got Fantasmic, Star Wars at 8:45, so which isn't much good to us. So the reason we do this, we don't tend to stay right until the end of extra magic hours, and we'll probably leave about 10:30, 11:15. But that way, sort of, as you know, sort of, especially Wishes. When the fireworks finish, the park tends to close and everybody's going and the buses are full. So we tend to do the fireworks on an extra magic hours, stay around for a little bit longer, let the queues die down, and then go and get the bus again before everybody's kicked out.
Yeah.
Again.
So we've got that on that day.
With fast passes for Star Tours at 5 to 3, Tower of Terror at 6:30, and Rock and Roller Coaster at 20 to 8.
Yeah. Saturday we're at Animal Kingdom for the morning and afternoon. We tend to do Kilimanjaro safaris first thing as soon as we get into the parks, only because it gets busier and hotter throughout the day and either the animals tend to hide or can't bear the heat. If you're not sure, the rock that the lions sit on, it's got a temperature gauge, so if it's too hot they cool it down, and in the winter if it's too cold they heat the rock up so the lions...
To encourage the lions on there so you can see them.
Which is quite nice thing. So yeah, do Kilimanjaro as far as first thing, that's what we tend to do.
Do it early or do it late, don't do it midday. We can do it midday, but you're less likely to see things, the animals aren't so active.
Yeah. First thing they'll probably up out, getting breakfast.
Yeah.
And a cup of coffee.
So we've got Kilimanjaro Safaris Fast Pass for 9:10. We've got Kali River Rapids at 10 to 11, and then Expedition Everest at 12:15.
My favourite ride, or Mount Everest, as you may call it. Sunday, we're at the outlets and the mall, which we like. We're going to go to the outlets first and do the shop around. We tend to have a browse. If we see something there's not many items there, then we'll just grab, don't we?
Yeah.
But if there's quite a bunch of it, then we go back later on, just before we go home, and do a massive shopping spree.
In the outlets we tend to buy what we like straight away, don't we? But
yeah.
More in the Disney parks especially, what we do is we tend to take $100 each out in cash the first day, and then from there whatever we spend we just top it back up to $100 each day. But what we don't do is we don't pay any food. We don't pay any food in cash.
No.
What I'd suggest is if you can get a post office credit card, or I think the Halifax credit card does it as well. It's not interest free. No international currency fees,
yeah.
So anything like that. So what we do is we link that to our room, and then any food that we have while we're in Disney gets charged back to that.
Our refillable mugs go on our Magic Band, didn't we? So last year we put on food, we put on our drink refills,
Yeah, cups.
Did we put our Lanuba tickets on? What else did we put on there?
Just pick up some food.
Is that what we did?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all we did.
So we did that, and then when we come home,
through the year we've got these jars. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully it's focusing okay. So we've got one for coppers and silvers.
and this one is full of £2 and £1 coins.
So limping along that one. But that way, when we come back, this will all go towards paying off the credit card. So any loose change we have through the year just gets thrown into that, and then that makes a good dent in the food bill when we get back.
Yeah, and then any dollars or anything that we have left, we pay off just before they charge the credit card.
Yeah, so the night before you check out, if you want to go and pay some off of your room, just go down and they'll do that for you. As soon as you hit $1,000 on your room tab, they will charge the credit card. So sort of if you want to keep track on what you're doing, what we tend to do is obviously we only take $100 each out. If we see something that we want, we don't buy it straight away. If it's sort of a fairly common thing, we wait till the end of the holiday. If we remember that we still want it, we go back and get it. If we don't, we obviously didn't want it that much. Unless we see something that we have to have straight away, in which case we grab that. And if it's more than what we've got cash on us, we'll put it on the room. And then as soon as we get back to the hotel, we get the cash, go down to hotel reception and pay that off.
Yeah, if you're worried about leaving so much cash in your room or whatever, use the Disney Save, put the money in an envelope, and then write down how much you take out and what date, just in case if...
What we tend to do is write on the envelope what's in there, and then anytime we take out, we write what's left in there. Just that way, if anybody does decide to take $10 or $20 here or there, you notice. It's not common. I think maybe once in the last 10 years there's been something where a housekeeper was nicking money, but it goes on in every hotel if sort of that's going on.
So yeah,
it just helps you protect against that.
it does indeed.
But we haven't had any issues, and we don't know anyone who has. It's just one story that made the news.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago.
So then on Monday the 12th we've got a free day, so we're just going to decide whatever we want to do on that day. Then Tuesday, the 13th, we've got a free morning, and then we're at Epcot.
We've got Frozen Fast at 4:05.
Yeah.
And then we're there for Illuminations because it's extra magic hours that evening.
Yeah, and Magic Kingdom closes at 7 o'clock on that day because they've got another Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. And then
Wednesday,
14th, we're going to Epcot. We're going to be spending our day there because it's the Food and Wine Festival. It's the first time we will ever be doing it.
Epcot's getting a lot of our time this year.
Yeah, and we're speaking to a lot of you on Twitter who are going to be there on that day, so hopefully we'll see you around.
And fingers crossed there'll be some members of the Diz there reporting for their first day.
Yeah.
Hopefully Pete himself will be there.
We would like to meet them because they're an inspiration to us.
Anyone on that team I'd be happy to meet, they're all awesome.
Yeah. If you've got any hints and tips or anything about the Food and Wine Festival, or you've got any messages you want to tell us, whatever, comment below.
And then in the evening we're heading back to Magic Kingdom, just because Extra Magic Hours is open until midnight that night. So we'll get there, we'll do wishes and stay in the park nice and late. So fast passes, we've got Festival of Fantasy booked for 3:15, and then Meet Mickey Mouse at 3:30. Whether or not we'll stick to that, I don't know. It just depends on sort of how we're doing at Epcot. We'd like to for Festival of Fantasy. We've reserved that purely because we're in Town Square and thought it'd be a great place to get some decent photos and some video.
And the video, I want to film it this year. So then Thursday the 15th,
A free day.
Free day, yeah. Friday, we've got free day time, but then we're going to Disney Hollywood Studios at night because we've got the Tower of Terror booked again and Fantasmic at 7:55 because it's got extra magic hours until 11 o'clock at night, and in Magic Kingdom that shuts at 7 because it's Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, but they have got extra magic hours where the park is opening at 8 o'clock. Saturday, Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, it's our last day. Ooh.
I know, so guttering.
Guttering.
Right,
we need some new guttering.
We need some guttering. Is that right?
No, it's gutting. No, you gutted.
Oh, I'm so gutted.
Guttering's outside.
I know.
Catches the water.
So gutted that will be our last day.
I'm going to try not to cry this year.
He does every year.
Yeah, I'm good now.
So we've got Jungle Cruise.
Jungle Cruise.
12 till 1. I was going to say High School Musical then, but it's not. It's Haunted Mansion, 2 till 3, and Space Mountain, 3:30 till 4:30. And then in the evening, we're going to Disney Springs, where we do our massive shopping spree, whatever we've got left. The money that we've got left. And then
have some food. God knows where this time. There's so many places that we want to go. Deluxe Burger, Blaze Pizza looks quite good. Chef Art Smith's Homecoming, that looks really good.
And we've been tweeting him, and he follows us on Twitter, and he's very nice.
Cupcakes.
So yeah, please feel free to follow Chef Art Smith. Then in the morning we have got Ohana's at 9:55.
Well, actually that morning, not the following morning, because it may sound like it. Yeah, we're going to Ohana's for breakfast at the Polynesian Resort. So hopefully it won't be our first visit to the Poly. Hopefully we'll have been there one other day before then, to visit Trader Sam's Grotto.
Indeed.
And then Sunday the 18th, we're coming back to this place that we're supposed to call home.
Yeah. Very sad. We do have car hire when we're out there, so that's how we travel around. It is our second year of driving out there. First year, which did very well. As you've seen in our last tweet, we had a Dodge Challenger, which was nice. So yeah, we drive around.
But only to when we're going off site. If we're staying in Disney, we use the buses.
Yeah.
So we don't see the point in driving around there. The other year we met at the Magic Kingdom with some friends who were staying off site, and they said, "Oh, instead of getting the bus, we'll drop you back at the hotel." An hour and a half it took us to get out of the Magic Kingdom at closing. So we had to wait for the ferry, had to go to the car park, had to get to the car, and then queuing to get out of the car park. It was a nightmare.
So buses for the Disney parks, driving out we use.
Yeah, we don't do driving to the Disney parks.
No point. And then we have
just got some more park and opening hours there. You got Animal Kingdom, Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoons, SeaWorld's, Florida Malls and the outlets. It pretty much doesn't change, but like I say, it's just handy if you do need to change your plans last minute. You're not having to try and find out where's open, what's doing what. But although this looks fairly, that's what we're doing. Like I say, we do try and stay flexible. If anything changes, we'll sort of change with it and see where we go.
Yeah. It's handy to leave the 3 days as well, because of if it's raining one day, you can just swap them over. So please feel free to use any of our times that we've got here for all the parks and the SeaWorld and Florida Mall and outlets.
As far as we're aware, they are accurate
and up to date. We check them regularly. But I can't say it.
No. We'll do one more check before we go, probably at some point this week, just to make sure Animal Kingdom hasn't changed. So yeah, we're going 21 days and we can't wait.
21 days today. We'll be on that plane.
3 weeks today. What time is it?
10:20. We'll be at the airport. We'll be at the airport. I will postcode while we're at the airport. Give you insight of the
We'll
Manchester. No, we will.
Depends. Not right now. Might be eating breakfast.
Well, I'm going to postcode for you guys just so you can see inside Manchester Airport for the ones that have not been there before that might want to fly there.
Okay. That'll do it this week. Next week we're thinking of doing a Q&A. So if you've got any questions or anything, leave us a comment below or tweet us. We're at the WALTway. Hashtag WALTway Q&A.
WALTway Q&A. Not the WALTway. WALTway Q&A.
We'll have it here.
So yeah, please feel free, ask us questions.
Yeah. Doesn't have to be holiday related. Ask us anything. Hopefully we'll get enough to do a full show. If not, we might roll it over to the following week and do something else next week. Yeah, we'll sort of see how we go with that.
Indeed. Indeed again.
That'll do it this week. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter. We're at the WALTway. Come follow me on Instagram. I'm at Mitch Bardwell. And we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.